talking to me so she can get enough. Pulled up in the can. How are they all flying out? Back boy, you should get in there. You talking to me? Yeah, she can get it. Oh my god. In heart and that's why I'm man. Say big corn. Rather be looking. Thank goodness. I got my helicopter. I'm good. About just exploded it. Bad boy, she get it. She talking to me.
Alright. Here we go. We're gonna start grinding on CarX now.
Nar, I'm not getting killed by you guys. Stop. If this helicopter goes out, I swear you were dead, my boy. How are they spawning?
Okay, we're good. We're good. My drifting might be a bit terrible right now, but I gotta be.
Okay.
Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on.
Can I get this one last helicopter, please? Please.
Come on, come on.
Seriously, I hate this game. I'm about to break this thing. I can't even do nothing. These stupid helicopters. You talk. Put up in the candy paint. Now talk back when the boy
Come on. If I knew how to do my own tunes, oh man, that would be golden right now. Well, come on, come on. All right, let's go. Come on. All right, hold it. Of course, I didn't keep the drift long enough because this. Yeah, this doesn't look good. Yeah. Yes. Yes. No! Alright, come on. Come Come on. Yes, 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 yes. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Ah!
I wish I had my pressure speed. I wish I would not have sold my pressure. I'm regretting this helicopter.
Come on. Hurry, God, come on.
No way. No way.
I need a... yeah, really good. I need some tunes. Come on. Oh!
No way that worked. No way that just worked. Ain't no way that just worked. Try it, never mind. I figured it out. All I have to do is go really close to the water, grab that thing, go back to the sub on the helicopter, and just go in. It's easy.
Ah, the throttle. I need the...
I've got it. The helicopter's bleeding.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. Stop the car for a second. First off, I gotta drift better. Cause I'm holding my accelerator too hard. And it's... I keep spinning
I
out.
don't even have enough money to move my Kasaka.
Alright.
This is what we're gonna
Hello, guys.
do here. What's up, Trey? Did you hear what I said tonight? I got at it. Okay, yeah, I figured out how to do it for now. All I gotta do is get to the top of the surface and die. Get to the top of the surface, kill my soul by the helicopters, and then just go to land, get my helicopter and swoop in, take it back, and then go back to the sub. Sorry, we're good now. I just don't have enough money to... Huh? Yeah. Okay, I'm not gonna need your help anymore now that I figured that out. Little life hack there.
Alright,
I
here we
mean,
go.
what you could do is take the boats and that one helicopter and then request your dog.
3,
Request your boat.
2, 1,
I tried.
launch. Oh!
Oh, what I'd do is put his body on. Just kind of hold down.
I would.
Okay. Oh boy. Yes. No. Come on. Give me some money. Give me some money and the level up. Come on. God.
Oh my god.
I keep losing my drift points.
Are you streaming there?
Yes. God. Hold on.
After GG Sam said that, and then White Warriors posted what he did on his story, I seen he had on his story, I take back what I say about stuff streaming. GG Sam comes to my stream at the perfect moment, and then I haven't seen White Warriors stories for freaking like forever, and then I just seen it today, and it happened to say what it did, and that was actually I needed to see that.
Oh my god, I'm getting frustrated.
Avery's told me after telling me all that crap, after sitting there running my name in the ground, he told me put it in the past. I ain't siding with nobody. I ain't siding with Mystic. I ain't siding with you either. And after talking all that crap about me and sit there and acting like everything was cool. I can't believe Avery. I cannot believe Avery right now. No, you can't forgive something like that. That ain't forgivable. Ain't no way I'm forgiving him. I am not being friends with somebody like him. He sat there and was freaking rude to me, running my name in the freaking ground as far as it can go, till there was nothing left. And then he's trying to act like everything's okay, like it's put these things in the past. That was the past. I'm like, I will not forgive and I will not forget, but it will be put in the past. But I will not forget what he did. And I'm not forgiving him. You can. No, I don't want to talk to that. I don't want to talk to him after that, or Mystic, or Akko, or anyone that's in SC. Oh, that's your
Did you leave?
I left SC as soon as I heard Mystic talk. I knew what was about to happen.
I'm probably gonna leave it too.
David, okay, here's the thing. You never tried out to be an SC, so really you are in SC, David.
Yeah.
You're just in the Discord server, David.
Yeah, I'm just there. I might as well leave it.
Trey, are you in SC?
That's a easy question. Yeah.
You are?
I mean, I'm in the Discord server, but that's it.
I'm still in the Discord server because it won't let me leave. It's like Avery's got me stuck in a server that I can't leave.
Well,
Literally.
you can literally just mute the server. Kid you not, you can't do that.
I don't care. I don't open Discord anyway. Alright, that's gonna force us to my place.
Alright.
Oh, thank goodness. Got a torch. I'm going carefree now because I need
Dang,
money back.
if I can...
I'm still buying that Suburban, by the way, Trey.
Okay.
After what Avery said, anybody that still wants to be that man, anybody that's seen what he said and that I sent screenshots about, if they still want to be his friend, they are very dumb, because that man right there literally sat there and ran my name in the ground and then acted like everything was fine.
I'm actually gonna remove him after what he said about you.
Nice.
But
He sat there and
first...
took every single word after I proved to him what Mystic said. And then he specifically heard Mystic say that Mystic wanted to join another team. But the only reason Mystic is still staying with FC is because it's going to blow up and he's going to regret it. And I said that's what Mystic wants, because he wants clout, because you can't lie about that.
So the whole issue just became because...
The whole thing is because Mystic sat there and said I was talking crap about his name when I never once said anything bad about him. I can show you back on my streams, I can show you back on everything, that I never once said anything bad about him.
I'm gonna see if I can... No. No. I don't want to risk it.
Risk what?
I'm trying to figure out... I'm trying to figure out something I can do on CarX that I can level my cars. I mean, that I can level up quickly.
Avery, honest goodness, Avery basically. I mean, I don't know really why I would say this, but basically, he took my word until Mystic started running his mouth, and like always, and saying, "Oh no, that ain't true. He always does it. Just because he always has to think he's in the right, nobody else is ever wrong. That's how Mystic is. But that's not, I don't care how That is how Mystic is. He needs to get it through his thick skull that he's not the best. He's not better than everyone else. He's no better than anybody out here. He might be a good drifter, but he can't go around saying he's the best and all this crap. Like he does. That's what he's doing. He'll sit there and say when somebody else says something. When I told him, I told him the day where it all started, where he started being toxic and out of my head. He sat there and told me and said after I said this is probably the best drifter that I've seen with my own eyes. Because he was. I ain't never seen anybody hold a door like that with one touch. And he said, oh yeah, bet I bet you I have it all video. I have it all video. And I told Avery, I said, you want to see it? I got you. He said, I don't need to see anything. I believe you. Well, just like that, or something like that. I don't think exactly how he worded it. He said something just like that. And so I didn't show him the video. Alright, he said he wanted to see the video, but I don't have the video because it's only on the hard drive. I'm trying to fix it to get it to work, and I have to reset it out, but that does not mean that I can't get the stuff out of it. I'll be able to get the video back, but when I get the video back, it will be shown to Avery. I don't care how mad he is at me, how much he don't want to talk to me. If he don't watch it, that's on him. He's the one taking the liar's side. Taking the liar's side, so. Oh, this is stupid. I hate these guys right here. I'd rather be. I've been on my grind. Get it.
I'm trying to grind on CarX, but I don't have the right. I'm trying to grind on CarX, but if I had the right tune, that would be drifting like a maniac, and I'm not.
Somebody that I kind of lost connection with. Somebody that he even told me. He said it takes a lot to be able to drift with somebody all the way into the new year. And he's not lying about that, because that is very hard to drift someone with for more than 5 to 6 hours. And when I did that 8-hour stream on New Year's, White Oreos was with me the whole time. And through all that, I got back to talking to White Oreos. Through all that, so you know what? I'm not that mad that Avery's not my friend anymore. I'm not locking on you. I'm trying to complete this. I'm not gonna blow you up. You know what? Me not being friends with Avery anymore is the worst thing, because I'd rather be friends with White Oreo than him. Because White Oreo, anytime that I haven't really been up on a day, White Oreo has, whether it be through his story, him talking to me, even one day he told me, he said something like, I don't say this to much people, but he said, it was really fun drifting with you and something, and ever since then, me and him have been really cool. All our conversations are chill. He's like probably one of the closest friends I've got, and I've only known him since New Year's Day. He's probably one of the closest friends I've got. And I'm gonna be honest there. What I was gonna say, Trey, without being weird, was sometimes I feel like, you know what? Just never mind. That sounds weird. That sounds very weird.
Say it.
How hard is CarX? CarX isn't.
Maybe cringed out, but sometimes I feel like I can talk to you. That's why sometimes I try to talk to you. I feel like I
CarX isn't
talk to you
hard,
saying
but
anything to anybody else, because
the tunes are gonna be hard. But
it's like you're not listening, but you are listening.
I don't know.
I'm always listening.
You're always listening, but you really kind of don't act like you listen.
It's just, that's like my personality.
That's why I'm saying that. I can literally say anything to you, and it's like you're not listening, but you are listening. Mm-hmm. That's what I was gonna say. That might be weird to you. I don't say that to much people,
I get that a lot.
I kind of like the fact that if I say something that actually means something to me, that's actually personal, I could talk to you, because like although you're listening, you really don't act like you're listening, but you are.
Mhm.
What really brought me up was that story, that video, that TikTok video. I haven't been able to see his story since the last time I talked to him, and I seen his story, and I said, thanks for your story, by the way. He said, oh, no problem. What's your name? What's wrong? He asked me that, and I told him, and he said, I asked him if he would play CarX, and you know what? I gave him a 160 entry for him to get out. I guess over not losing friendship with Avery, I gave back a friendship that I probably would rather have than being friends with Avery. Sorry, losing connection with Avery is the worst thing that happened to me.
I would probably just change. I would take out the new Duo FC. Unless you intentionally put that there.
I want people to see what happens. I want people to see what happens when they're going to. Because honestly, he also told me right after he left, he said, here's one thing that's going to hit hard for you. He said something like, he said, if you ain't getting hate, you ain't doing something right. And honestly, I like that because I always say, the more hate I get, I guess that's the better I'm getting. Because people are actually getting jealous of me. So, but Danger Boy is just jealous because he has like 60 subscribers. And he's jealous because I'm actually doing something on the YouTube channel. But he's just doing really nothing on his channel. So he's jealous. And that's why Danger Boy started.
Come.
But through all the haters that have
Come on.
throws this week, it's just made me honestly just made me a better streamer and better what I need to change. But better and what I need to chill out on. It's kinda helped me be better. Stream.
I don't know how you're able to do
And
that.
then right after we had all that, we still had the loyal members. Coles was in there, and I went for me. He said, you'll always have trust. But you know who you can trust. And now I know the state is true. I can kind of tell that Avery was. Honestly, I didn't really. I mean, there's times I wanted to play with Avery, but it was really only because he really don't want to talk to. Sorry, it's like I want to play with him, but I didn't really feel like something. I just played with
You know what? We're tuning this thing up. Because it sucks right now. I gotta.
Sorry, me and Avery were friends, but I wouldn't say we were like
Close.
really, really good friends. I mean, I've talked to him about some things that I regret talking to him about now.
100%.
Because I thought maybe with Mystic out of the picture, maybe me and Avery would maybe that would help my. I thought that maybe with Mystic out of the picture, maybe me and Avery could have a chance of being friends, but I guess not. I guess the day that I ever told Mystic that he could join my stream was the day that I messed up. And that's why people are going to have to earn my trust from now on to be able to join in activities and streams. I don't care if it's in lobbies, party chats, or anything. They're going to have to, I'm going to have to go to the archive. Why? I just went all the way here just to have to go back out and go to the archive. Sorry.
No, why not?
This has actually kind of not helped me, really, more than hurt me. Being Mystic and Avery. So, you know what? I kind of thank them. It's kind of weird, but I'm kind of thanking them. I'm not saying I'm glad that I don't have to talk to Avery anymore, but I'm glad that I'm talking to White Oreo now instead of Avery. Because White Oreo, even the day I met him, he's been really, really chill. Like, never says anything. Always, anytime somebody's not feeling well, or if he's not doing too great on a certain day, he always has something that can lift them up. That's what I like about White Oreo.
Have I met him before?
Probably not.
I know I met, who was it, Egocentric?
That's his friend. I met
Yeah, I
White
met.
Oreo through Eagle Centric because
Yeah,
Eagle said he was gonna add his friend. I told him, I said, Eagle said, can I add my friend? I said, yeah, that's fine. I feel like through this I'm gonna lose Eagle as a friend, but you know what?
wait a
I
minute.
really don't
Wait, wait, wait,
care.
wait, wait. I do remember that now because I do remember that now because I met Egocentric, and then when he added his friend, that's when. Okay, I remember him now.
You weren't in the group when you added them. You've never been in a party chat with White Oreos before, because as far as I know, Avery's not friends with White Oreo. Eagle is. As far as I know, Mystic ain't friends with White Oreo. I know he ain't. Because at first me and Mystic were drifting around, and then I asked after Mystic left, and then he joined back like an hour later. I asked Eagle. I said, you wanna start a party chat, just drift around, have some fun. So we did, and then he said, can I add my friends? I said, yeah, sure. And then I asked if I could add Mystic, and then Mystic went to drift with Eagle, and I went to drift with White Oreo, and Eagle and Mystic were having a good time, and me and White Oreo were having a good time, and it's like me and Mystic just traded.
Mm.
At first, I was not really sure about White Oreo, like what is this dude like getting at here? But then as I start to get to like know what he was talking about and stuff, he's really chill, and I began to like him. So and he's probably I'd say probably one of the closer friends that I've met through streamers and streaming.
That's a good thing.
I say that because anytime I'm not feeling in the mood to stream or something, not feeling it's just not feeling like I'm busy or something, then he's always got something on his story that's just uplifting. That's just has really good vibes to it. And then GG Sam, anytime that something is not going good in my day, Gigi Sam just happens to drop by at the time and say something. And that's not the first time that Gigi Sam has told me that. Gigi Sam's told me in a recent stream when I said, yeah, I'm going fine, just a little bit of things on my mind. And then he said, all right, and he said the same thing. He said, just keep your head up. I was surprised when Gigi Sam joined the stream. That's what I mean by when you're listening, but it doesn't feel like you're listening. You're just saying, yeah, nice, okay.
No, I would say that, I don't know if this is mean or anyway, but I've been through the exact, in a way, which, because I actually have been, I've been through that experience, just, it just happened differently, and the after effect was almost the same, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
Except for that happened to me multiple times, so.
This is not the first time that this has happened, except the last time it was Danger Boy, and again, Avery was involved in that. You were there, weren't you? Weren't you in that party when Danger Boy was sitting there talking all kinds of trash about my stream, sitting there telling me my stream
Mhm.
was trash, and I was just like, okay, yay, like my stream trash. You were there.
Mhm.
Did you not hear
Yeah,
what
no.
Avery was saying? Avery was sitting
Yeah.
there roasting him back, telling him that what he was saying is wrong. He shouldn't be saying stuff that's like that to a streamer, acting like he was my friend. And now he turns around like
Mhm.
3 days later and says all that crap.
Party. A player started a party with you.
Hey yo, I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying. This is a good saying. You cannot pick your family, but you can pick your friends.
Yep.
I mean, that's kind of like
That's pretty much
been
the
a given.
common
Like, I mean,
saying at that point.
like I've made some. I mean, I've made some good choices. Obviously, some bad choices. You know, I don't regret doing that. But like, what I've learned, even though I'm younger than you, I feel like I'm not saying that like you're not wiser, but like I honestly feel.
Honestly, you probably are wiser, even though I may be
I
older.
honestly feel I'm just a bit wiser. Just,
yes, I won't lie.
but
I
but
will
you
agree.
are older, so I do respect you because you're older.
It
So
doesn't matter. I really don't care. If you respect
so
me, you don't respect me. It's fine. I mean, we're close to the same age. It doesn't matter.
you know, you think you can trust them, but you can't. And it turns out when you need your friends the most, you know, they just leave you for someone else who's, you know, maybe cooler, better, more appealing, or more attractive. It just depends.
If, I feel like the
And
reason Avery what goes for Mystic is like goes for.
maybe because he's scared of him. I'm not really sure.
I feel like he feels like Mystic could do a lot more. Maybe he's scared of him, and maybe he thinks he's better because he can. You know, he'll sit there and says that I. Here's what I think it is. I think he thinks that Mystic is better than me. Not saying he ain't. Not saying I am better than him. I'm not saying any of that. I think Avery's thinking Mystic is better than me because Mystic can get right there on his door. But the thing about Mystic is not very good at tanning. Don't mess up this because I don't want to
I'm
like
not gonna. I'm not going
because
to.
all he ever does will sit there and get on your door and tap you 24/7. But Avery has the problem with that with me, but he never says anything to Mystic. He'll sit there and say, "Why are you tapping me? Stop it." But yet Mystic will sit there and hit him harder, push him harder into a wall. Every single corner, Mystic is tapping his door and stuff. And he's just like, "Oh, you're good, you're good, you're good." And then when I'm doing it, I'm sitting here barely tapping him, just keeping up with him, not touching him. And then every once in a while, I accidentally, like, get on his door a bit. He gets so mad at me.
I don't know, man. That I've never really truly experienced personally in my own lifetime. But what I can say to you is that, you know, when you meet someone, and this goes for like a girlfriend, wife, best friend, the boys, for an example, you you gotta, I would say, don't express or tell them your deepest, darkest secrets
I
at
never told
first.
Avery anything.
Yeah,
The
no, I'm
only
just
thing
saying.
I got really personal with Avery. I told him some of my life experiences, and I said you're not gonna hurt me emotionally or physically. It would probably be really really impossible for Mystic or Avery. Mystic had me almost like you could probably hear me in the party, almost sitting there about to cry because Avery was saying he was my friend and all this, and he was being really harsh, and that actually kind of the fact that he was supposed to be my friend, but he was just really, oh my god, how did I die? Yeah, and that I was actually on the verge of actually getting very emotional,
Mhm.
but the thing is, I don't know why I would let them do that because nothing they said really is worse than anything I've ever
Mhm.
heard before.
Yeah. So.
I went to public school. I was in middle school. I didn't go to high school, but I went all the way up to 8th grade into
Mhm.
in middle school. I've heard everything. I've seen.
Mhm. I've seen
You know
people
how?
die.
Yes, I've seen people die.
I've seen many
I've
people.
per-
I've
personally
seen
had
more.
experiences of almost getting beat to death at school. I'm not going to talk much about that.
Well,
I'll
okay.
tell
I
you
can tell
later what
you.
I told him because that
I
is
can tell
very, very personal,
you.
and I don't want David to hear it.
Mhm.
Because I trust you, but I mean, I know I can trust David, but I just don't feel like I should be. That's
Mhm.
something I should talk to him about. Talk with him about.
Yeah. So
But can
I
I?
would say that, like.
It's not nothing
Mhm.
wrong, David. It's just I don't
No, no,
feel that
I
I
was gonna,
should be talking
cause
to
I,
you. I don't want to scare you or anything.
no, you know what? Cause I was gonna say something after Trey was gonna say something, but I'll let Trey go first.
Oh, go ahead, David.
Oh no, go for it, bro. I mean, I'm still gonna think on what I'm trying to,
Trying to
my
say,
perspective on the matter at hand, trying to comprehend or kind of
Ow.
give Rocky some advice
right?
in the future about the choices that he makes and the repercussions of those choices,
Mm.
because those can be life-changing or just minor little road bumps.
But I'm not
your
really
life
regretting the
story.
fact that, but here's the thing about it. I feel like I didn't do anything wrong, because, I mean, I wasn't toxic. No. You heard me. You heard me when I was on the phone with him. That was the only time I was on the phone with him, and I'll send you if you don't believe me, I will send you every single text that I sent to them. I never once put none of their
Volume
names on the
control,
ground.
volume control, 20 of
Never once said
25.
anything bad about
Volume,
them
sound
or
control.
nothing. I let them talk and let them say what they want to say. I didn't take it personally because I've heard everything they said before. Let's be honest here. I've heard, and Mystic acts like he's so tough, like he can come to my house if I get my address and do something. But let's be real. Mystic ain't doing nothing. Let's be real here. Even if I did give him, he doesn't know anything about me. As much as he knows is what he's heard from me. He don't know how tall I am. He don't know how much I weigh. He don't know how strong I am. He don't know what I could do to him. I don't Mystic would do anything to come do anything. Mystic talks so tough, but I don't think he would talk tough if he was anywhere near me IRL.
There's a saying for that.
I'm not trying to act tough. I'm not trying to act tough either. I'm not. That is very very true with him. He, that man, I'm gonna say that boy because at this point he's not acting. He ain't acting like he's 15 years old. He's acting like he's like an 8-year-old sitting here coming with all these roasts the 5-year-old would say.
Yeah. So what I would take away from this is that,
Oh my god!
you know,
Yeah.
beggars can't be choosers, and life is tough. Like, I kid you not. Like, it gets. You'll see some. You'll see some very very
I think Avery knows. I think Avery gets it that ain't nothing he's gonna say is gonna hurt me, because that's what he started saying. You know what? Just forget about it. Leave it in the past. Like, he wasn't saying anything. He was like, everything's in the past, because he knows nothing. I'm not gonna do nothing because it really does not hurt me. I don't take offense to it because I've heard it several times. Because he knows how I acted with Danger Boy when Danger Boy tried to pull out that crap. He knows that I'm not a 5-year-old, and I don't act like a 5-year-old.
Yeah, no.
Because
So
when it comes to real matters, when somebody's actually emotionally trying to hurt me, I don't. They're what are they? They're just Avery's 12, Mystic's 15. They are not going to do anything. They can't come to my house and hurt me. They can't. I mean, anything they say, really. I. It's just 5-year-old roast. It's just literally roast. Avery sitting here using the same joke, same roast over here over again. Rocky was born on a highway. That's where all accidents happen. Really, like, how does that hurt? Even if I was born on a highway, like, how is that supposed to, even if I was, how is that supposed to hurt me?
I mean, you could say, like, defend myself verbally, maybe sometimes physically. Um, even though I was the bigger person in the fact that I was taller and I was more stronger, but because I was more emotional,
Party.
I was more
Notification.
vulnerable to the smaller, more immature person that would, you know, just peck at that, and eventually.
Every time when people say enough to you, when enough is said to you, really, this is what it feels to me. I've been told since I was first put in the middle school, since 6th grade, and I'm like 6th grades or 7th grades, how many ever grades I would be. I'm not really sure because I'm not.
You're 17, right?
Yes.
So, 15 sophomore, 16, you'd probably be a junior in high school.
Yep, junior.
Yeah.
Yeah, because 18
you
you would
graduate.
graduate. No. Like right now, I'm a sophomore, so I'm gonna graduate when I'm at 17. Just because I got a little bit of early start into the math and science.
Are my helicopters?
I mean, I'm gonna graduate
Oh my god!
the age. So I'm literally gonna be graduating the age that you're turning.
You are invited to a party. Jonah Thomas. No.
So when I start college, by the end of my first term in college, I will be an adult.
Yeah.
VNCC. Jonah
More,
Thomas. VNCC.
In middle school,
Plus member.
I was
It would-
more.
CarX
Like,
racing
at the
online.
end of my middle school years, I was more the person that would stand up for somebody that really couldn't do anything for themselves. But I was thought as the bad guy because whenever somebody would go for, like, a lot of times, fights at my school would end up in a fight, and I would end up either getting majorly hurt, or the person would end up either with a broken nose or in the hospital.
With me,
Last
I
time
wasn't.
that happened, well,
You go for
I'll text you that. What happened? Because I mean, I don't want to scare David. I mean, I know he's out of school, but still. The last time that happened, I stood up for this guy that was like maybe a few inches shorter than me. He couldn't really defend himself, but I was the short one in the situation. And the guy was probably a lot taller than me, but that did not stop me from jumping in on this guy and telling him that he needed to back off. But it didn't. I mean, at first, I was really fine defending on myself until the boy in the back that I was trying to really defend, because it was one of my friends. He had been my best friend since, like, I don't know, like kindergarten, because we met in kindergarten, and he was one of my best friends, and I was trying to stand up for him because he was getting bullied by somebody that was like 2 foot tall, literally 2 foot taller than him. So, and I had my head slammed on the door, and I was shoved into a brick wall, and what the heck, man? And then one time it happened in the bathroom when a boy came on me and just punched me in the face, and started to do stuff, and I pushed the stall shut and shut the door, and I called for the teacher. Because he was actively, like, trying to literally hurt me bad, so I really didn't know what else to do, because he was like 200 pounds more than my weight. He weighed like 280, I only weighed like maybe 70 pounds at the time.
Yeah, so to know a little bit more about me, I've never really actually been in a fight, so I've never had that experience of like that experience of conflict. I've more been verbal with some of my actions, but there was one time where I did mess up, and I did kind of get in a fight, but it wasn't really like major. How the vice principal took it was absolutely wrong. I mean, like I had to get I had to get my best friend, his friends who were there, who witnessed this stuff, and then the parents, all just to clear my record because it said that I was in a fist fight and I he thinks he can do whatever he wants. So, I mean, you know, like, I've lived with spoiled brats, and I can never seem to understand how they work because, you know, I mean, I kind of been one myself, but like, then I realized that you can have everything, but you can never truly understand why you are just so like what's the word I'm trying to like say? I would say like just over confident. And when you get to that reality, or when someone shows you what you actually are, they're afraid, or they're just defensive about that because they don't really want to see what they truly are, and that scares them. And in return, you know, it really destroys their
yeah. Sorry, I'm dealing
personality.
With these helicopters, yeah.
I see. It destroys their personality and their ego. I mean, not an ego, but like their ego in the school or anywhere else for that matter. So I mean, like what I did, because I didn't really do much. And at this time he's shorter, so he was like 5'2", 1, and at that time I was like 5'10". I'm not sure, but I weighed way more than he did. I wasn't 200, but I was like definitely like 156, maybe 160. I was getting close to like 6. Started what I did when I saw this, I was playing basketball with my friends, and I saw them like in this big group on the soccer fields, just walking around, and I was like, I've never seen that before, so I was curious. So I walked over, and it's just like, you know, my best friend just having at it this kid, and I was like, dang, bro, like, how are you actually chill? And you know, it turns out like they just, you know, they like, I mean, the way that the younger kid, I didn't really do much. He just says that I did a bunch of shit to him, which is cool. What he was doing to my friend was like the most direst things. I mean, I've never seen someone who is trying to scratch someone's hair, skin, you know, go for the mouth, the eyeballs, the nose, the genitals.
I'm gonna be behind for that. I'm listening.
And so what happened was that they stopped fighting, you know, my friend's got a, you know, he's a little, you know, he's definitely, you know, like he's affected, like there's some spots that are like red and some that are like bleeding, and you know, the kid's walking away, and I kind of regret doing this because I'd rather him see who's knocking him down instead of the person, instead of me standing with him. And I do regret doing this because I kind of feel bad, but I don't feel bad because that's what people did to me. But I do feel bad because like it's like I became one of the bullies, and that's not what I was trying to go for. And what I did was I walked behind him for a little bit, and it got to the point where he was on the edge of the soccer field, so he was still on like the turf, but like within 3 feet was the concrete. So he stopped because he started talking to his friends, and his friends noticed me right behind him, less than a foot away. And what I did, I took my left hand, and I was just took my left hand, put it on his shoulder. For like 2 seconds, he kind of just stood there, and I thought he was gonna. And for a while, I thought he wasn't gonna do anything. So I kind of just, you know, and I kind of just like started to close my hand around his shoulder, and get this, my hand is enormous. Like I am built like a grown man, but I am inside a child. So there's a movie that is very similar. It's about this 13-year-old kid who wishes he was older, and he becomes a 30-year-old man, and for a whole, like, it looks like a day, but it's actually more like it spans up a month, and he experiences like love, drama, work, depression, like all that. But
what is this? Okay, what is this main arsenal inspiration? This is our website for all your defensive requirements. Blizzard attack chopper. What does that mean?
wait, what?
Is this something about all the requirements or something like that? Blizzard attack chopper.
Let me make Lucky create Sam a moderator real quick.
By the way, I'm selling it right now, so I can get suppressors. Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
I would say something inside of me unleashed this type of strength that I've never seen before, and I've never seemed to get it ever again. And I'm guessing it's only when I really need it is when my body uses it. But I mean, I'm chilling now. But so what I did was I took him right, and I just pulled back as hard as I could, like on just not my hand, but my entire arm, and I used like just my arm, and the kid fell over, and his legs fell, then his knees, then his thighs, then his butt, then his back, then his shoulders, then his head. But his head his head never hit the ground. I mean, it bumped it a little bit, but it wasn't like, like severe. So I was like, okay, alright. And then he starts crying. And I'm like, why are you crying, bro? And I never honestly can understand why he started crying. And I mean, I do now, but like at that moment, it's like, okay. So, and I regret doing this because I mocked him. What I did was, I immediately got on the ground, eye leveled him, stared at him, and I started mocking him because because he was crying at this point because apparently he was in pain. Turns out later he wasn't in pain. He was just making a big drama scene just because he wanted attention. And so what I did is I did the same thing, but I made it more dramatic. So I just flamed my arms over, like I looked like a complete but then I got up and I'm like, I told him, don't ever touch my friends again, because you'll end up worse than they are. And I walked away, and I started back, I started playing basketball again, and then we had a black custodian. He's a cool guy. We had two of them actually. The best guys I've ever seen. Like we worked so hard, and they were so kind. It was so nice. Anyway, he came from elementary school, so he's really cool. He knows like everyone. So he comes over with the kid who's crying now, and like this I swear, this is so annoying. This kid has like the biggest, like, I mean, like, you can see the tear marks that go down from his eyes to his cheek, under his chin, and into his shirt. It's like, I'm like, oh, like, bro, clean yourself up. That's disgusting. And all I could do was just stare at this kid. I was just bewildered that would just be like a snitch and just accept that you're not as powerful as you think you are, because when you realize that you're not, you're afraid. And then he literally just told them that I punched him in the face and I beat the crap out of him. That's not true. I did not. I did it. And honestly, I never did. All I did was just make him fall backwards. And for a second, I didn't think I was controlling myself, because I didn't even know what was happening. I was just like, okay, I'm really cool. So then, that was, I had started explaining myself, like, we started talking to me, is like, did you punch him? Like, no. We were outside of school right now, I would kick your ass.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's like, really, dude, like that's like the ultimate like troll slash like really. And he just kept and the guy just kept asking, like, like, what?
I'm gonna do one more practice
what did you
run,
do?
then I'm gonna end the stream because we're getting close to an hour.
Yeah.
Actually,
Try.
yeah. Wait.
And so, he just went to the principal's offices. I'm actually, he went to the vice principal, and apparently just told them some dramatic ass story that I punched him, and broke his Any person could tell you from afar that that kid is normal. Like, there's nothing, like, he wasn't bleeding. He said he was bleeding. I mean, just saying, the kid's bleeding, and he needs to go straight to the nurse. And the nurse needs to look at him, but not in this case, whatever. So, I was like, okay, buddy. So my normal day, and I keep thinking to myself, what is gonna happen? What is this kid gonna say? Now, I was preparing for the worst. I mean, I thought I was gonna get like suspension, something like that. But I was like a straight A student, and I was like, I had a perfect record. And I still do. But
like you can say that I could never. I mean, I could say I never really went up under really a low B, but I wasn't exactly the best. I spent more of my time in ISS because at times I will admit I started fights, but most of the time it was not. I'm going to be honest, most of the times I started fights because of some stupid thing that I did say. But more than half the time, it was something that somebody said, one of my friends who said that really irritates me. And they know this, they only say it because they know most of the time they can get away with it. That I have a record from my old school when I used to actually be in trouble. So, I was really on high watch at my school because I was considered like the one to start a fight at any little thing. I really was. You know, they would say to me, I would blow up at it. I was a fight with them. But when I went to middle school, I was kind of forced to do it because I didn't get kicked out. I got kicked out. I would have went to like kind of like a school for the bad kids. Yeah, so I
it's
really
somewhere
did
you do not want to go there.
I did not want that to happen to me, so I buckled up, but the teachers would eye me and just make up stuff that I did not